Let's start talking about the assets. You're up in the Transvaal area. Is that right? Yeah. So
So we're about 370 k's northeast of Johannesburg. So we're out in the country. It looks very similar to country New South Wales. Very small population base. It's relatively isolated out there. So there's not a lot of people, which is great because a lot of time the problems in South Africa, they talk about, the Wits. The Wits is actually in Johannesburg. Johannesburg's the city of gold is built on that mine, and the city basically outgrew the mines. Effectively, Johannesburg's almost a megacity now, and you're trying to mine. Like for us, we like trying to mine in Parramatta. It's pretty hard work. But where we are, very gentle, rolling hills, countryside, small population.
okay. So tell us a bit about what you've got. What are the numbers?
Yeah. Okay, so the 6 million. So really the idea is to capitalize on the first 2.75 million ounces. That's in 4 mines. So there'll be 4 phases. One phase is the first project we're getting permitted now, the Theta open pit project. It's a very shallow open cut mine. On average, it's about 60 meters. It goes down to 113 meters at its deepest point. That'll be done through a process of contour haulback. So as we have a face goes up a hill, the dirt's pushed behind us. So a lot of that original contours will be restored to the people. So the population is very supportive of this process. They'll get their money, their jobs, and their hill back. Then we'll move into phase 2 on 341, which is another extension. There's 500,000 ounces of inferred material over there ready to be converted into a mining reserve. We'll also be looking at the underground. So there's a thing called Riefontein. Riefentein's about 8.5 grams and nearly 800,000 ounces. Vertical vein, very similar to Western Australia. Quartz sulfide. There's about 3.5 kilometers of strike length there. The old timers discovered. Effectively, Riefontein sits in a 16-kilometer long structure. So we see potential to the north and to the south when we get into that. And we've got a mine called Beta, which sits just across the road from the plant. 1.1 million ounces, about 6 grams, and it's a flat reef, and it dips about 7 degrees. And that's, will be the last of the stage 4 projects, and that'll give us access to the first 2.75. Hopefully we're building up to a production profile of around 160,000 ounces over the next 4 to 5 years.
Okay, so the plan of
that's 4 of them.
Right. Okay. So plan of attack is you'll get through this next phase. Spend your $4 million. You're going to go to the market, raise some more capital to actually move things forward. What's the plan of attack on the ground, though? What's number 1 target, number 2 target?
Yeah. So effectively today, tomorrow we're submitting the permitting. So that'll go into the DMR. On the ground, the guys are currently looking at the underground. What the board wants to do with this higher gold price is look at ways to accelerate that 5-year program and shrink it down. So we've brought in some consultants with a lot of underground experience in South Africa, and they're currently going through all the old mines, looking at what can and can't be done, and we'll sort of be enunciating that vision and their results sort of in October.
Right, okay.
When they've completed their work.
Okay, fine.
And in the meantime, the open pit goes forward relentlessly. So, as far as we're concerned at the moment, probably do some reserve drilling towards the end of the year for the phase 2 program.
Right. I mean, are you kind of tempted to try and accelerate this process given the current gold environment?
Yeah, we are. I'll be honest, probably when I joined about 3 years ago, there wasn't a lot of interest in the gold space. So we've sort of been a bit hand to mouth, to be honest, to push it forward. But the board's always had a great deal of belief in the project and has always pushed forward with everything. If you look at the last 24 months of announcement, there's been a significant release nearly every month. So, there's been a good steady stream of news flow. Really, the market's really looking for those key items at the moment. But, we're always active. We don't sit on the money. We move the project forward. And we're pretty excited about it, to be honest. And then we think, with the higher gold price and the share price does what we hope, then, and the money's at the right price, then you would accelerate this program for sure.